and welcome back. So, Dacoit review a love story that falls flat. Dacoit tries to balance romance, action, and emotional drama, but ends up feeling dull and underwhelming. Directed by Shanuel Dio and co-written with Adivishesh, the film follows Harry and Juliet, two lovers whose relationship is shaped by betrayal, misunderstanding, and sacrifice. On paper, it sounds like a compelling emotional story. In execution, it doesn't quite land. The film starts with some promise. The initial flashback and setup create mild curiosity, especially around the character's motive. But once the love story begins, it quickly starts to feel familiar and uninspired. There's nothing particularly fresh about the romance, and the narrative struggles to keep things engaging. By the time the first half unfolds, the film already starts losing momentum. Even major moments fail to make an impact. Scenes like the jail escape and the interval robbery should have been high points, but they feel flat and poorly staged. Instead of tension or excitement, there's lack of energy. To make things worse, the film leans on outdated tropes like forced heroic moments and unnecessary additions like item songs, which further dilute the experience. Performance wise, it's a mixed bag. Adivi Shesh is clearly committed, but his performance doesn't fully work this time. His attempt at regional dialect feels unnatural, and constant push to make scenes feel heroic ends up hurting the authenticity. On the other hand, Mrunal Thakur stands out. Despite the weak writing, she brings sincerity and screen presence to her role. She is easily the highlight of the film and manages to leave an impression even when the story doesn't. The second half doesn't improve things much. While there are a couple of twists, they don't add enough weight to lift the narrative. The pacing remains slow, and even the climax feels staged rather than emotionally earned. The film clearly wants to tell a deep love story, but the emotional connection never truly hits. What's more disappointing is how the supporting cast is handled. Actors like Anurag Kashyap, Prakash Raj, Atul Kulkarni are completely underutilized. None of them get a memorable moment, which highlights the film's biggest issue: weak writing. Technically, the film is decent, but nothing special. The music by Beams is passable with a couple of okay tracks, and the background score does its job. Cinematography is fine, but the editing could have been tighter as the film feels longer than it actually is. In the end, Duckett is disappointing outing. It has strong cast and potentially emotional story, but the dull treatment, lack of impactful moments, and weak writing make it a forgettable experience. It's a film that tries to say something about love and sacrifice, but never makes you feel it. Thank you for watching. Bye.